What's poppin', y'all? So, we meet again. Once again. Let's get right into it. Head of the Game Podcast. New to the channel. Subscribe to it. Like the video. Thoughts, comments. Leave those below. Y'all read the title. Let's get straight to it. So, right now, I'm on my live load. Just did a live unload earlier, and then I did a live load, I think the day prior to that, right? With the same trailer. So now I'm finally about to head back to the Vague, you feel me? To the Vager, Las Vegas, you feel me? And finally about to get some home time. And, it just had me thinking while I was, just on my phone and stuff like that, where one may ask, when does trucking, this lifestyle being over the road actually gets fun, right? Now, this question, not to be subjective, not to be sitting up there throwing all these variables in it. I'm just speaking in generality. When does it get fun for a person, and what is a person that considers fun? Well, I'll give you my definition, and you let me know if that intrigues your interest, getting into this career field or this occupation, right? Generally, I do feel like once you've been through these phases of trucking, drove through inclement weather, you've driven over 600 miles in one day. You know how to trip plan and work your clocks. You know how to prepare your supplies, amenities, so on and so forth. I guess that goes along with trip planning. You understand your paperwork, pretty much the whole system, right? Along with, most importantly, knowing how to back your 53-foot trailer, whether it's docks, truck stops, so on and so forth, without damaging or hitting nothing. That's the name of the game. You don't hit nothing, you'll be all right out here, right? So, once, I don't want to say mastered it, because you never can master this kind of trade. You only can just get better. Better and better and better and better. There's always room to get that much better at something that you already know how to do, right? But generally, once you move past, my bad, y'all, had to get that bill of lading, you feel me? So we gonna set that aside. Got my seal and all that. But after you pretty much know the nature of the game, you feel me? I think that's when you can worry about less about how do you do your job, and now you can start making room for what are you doing alongside while you're doing your job, right? So if you go into different cities, get on Google, get on TikTok, get on Instagram. If you're not social media inclined, just get on Google, or better yet, get on ChatGPT, right? So if you pulling up to Denver, Colorado, you ain't never been there. Just look at ChatGPT and be like, all right, what are the top 10 tourist attractions for visiting Denver, Colorado? And it's going to lay it down for you. You feel me? It's going to name time, places, time of year, why do they go there, how many people show up. It's going to give you the whole breakdown. So you can get into exploring. You can also make time, because you spend so much time in the truck, actually decking out your truck. You feel me? Rather you putting in the TV, some internet, you get you a grill, you get you, whatever you do to make this occupation, because it's very inconvenient, more convenient, then you'll start to appreciate the little things regarding this, right? So, in my opinion, there's other things. There's new people you can meet, new places you can go to eat. You get, start networking, considering moving to it's all your imagination. Once you get the grueling infancy stage, all your growing pains and stuff like that out the way, and you've honestly crossed over the threshold of considering yourself an experienced professional, that's when you can make room to make this occupation less feeling like, oh, I'm in a truck, I'm sleeping in the truck, I'm away from everybody I know. You make the most out of this. And I feel like a minimalist mindset can create an abundance of experiences that you probably would have never thought about doing if you were working a regular 9 to 5, being in your city, confined to only your city and what's in that, and not having the range to go to other places and do other things and things of that nature. So for me, that's when this got fun. When I was able to get paid to experience things that people actually pay out of their money to pay for, right? Because if you're driving as a professional driver, you get paid to drive, right? The ones that are around you that aren't professional drivers, they're paying to drive. They gotta put gas in that car. They gotta pay for insurance on that car. They gotta register that car. You feel me? Everything is held up. So just the same thing as traveling. You get to travel the nation. You may not be able to travel the nation so idealistically, where you got a hotel and you got all these amenities and there's a resort and you're out there in your flip-flops and so on and so forth. But the crazy thing is like, if you're on your 34-hour reset, we make enough money to where you could go book a room. You ain't got to sleep in here all day, the 3-4 weeks straight. Sleep in here Monday through Friday. And we make enough money to where, hey, if you got it in your budget to be like, hey, all right, let me spend about $150 for the weekend, give me a room, stretch out, be able to go to the downtown area, catch Ubers, look up some places, look up at reviews, like, okay, dang, seeing images. Do your research, do your due diligence, right? Because nobody's going to hold your hand and tell you how to do this. Everything that I've done, everything that I experienced, no previous over-the-road driver has taught me the things that I've picked up along the way. It's just because I'm adventurous, I'm curious. I don't take, yes, this is my profession, this is my career, right? This is what gives me stability, right? And credibility and so on and so forth. But don't take this that serious to where you can't have other aspects of your life that you can explore, right? So that's to me when this started getting fun, is when, because you're always going to deal with stress, but if you're able to manage your stress levels to where you're able to manage it and it doesn't contaminate the other things that exist outside of where you have to perform at as far as operating this vehicle, you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna have stories. You're gonna have experiences. You're gonna live a life that most people probably don't have the access to live, because the nature of what most 9 to 5s do is they confine you to your home place, right? Some people won't care to go to multiple different states and multiple different places. This is a boring job, right? So it may behoove you to actually get out and explore. Get out and explore. Get out of your shell. Stop being so boring. You feel me? Like, there's things to do. There's places to go. If you want to go see the rivers or see the mountains, or when you're sitting up there, you're driving through an interstate and there's a scenic view, pull the truck over and spend 5, 10, 30 minutes. Pull that truck over to the side. Document your experience. And it don't even have to be for other people, right? It can just be memories you're capturing for yourself. So that's what makes this fun for me, is that I could be an adventurer. I can pretty much go out and see different things that I probably wouldn't be able to afford to do with my own money based off my previous 9 to 5. It's lots of places. I could run down the list of every state, every major city, how I experienced that major city. And if you a young dude too, you feel me, or you relatively young, you're in your 20s or 30s, you're actually able to get out and do stuff safely. Now look, all this comes down to, you have to be a responsible individual, right? You gotta know where your wallet is at. You gotta know where your phone is at. You gotta know where your keys are at. You have to be in charge and have autonomy over yourself. So if you're a person that's undisciplined, irresponsible, a person, then yeah, maybe this kind of fun is too mature for a certain person to be experiencing, right? But if you're mature, if you're on top of your stuff, taking care of your money, taking care of your finances, you're sitting up there, you're adulting, because this occupation gonna put some hair on your chest, because there's nobody else to point at but you. You feel me? The man you gotta look at, or a woman you gotta look at, is yourself. So, with that being said, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. That's the turning point when it's got fun for me, and I was able to kind of like make it into what I wanted this to be, right? Within reason. So, appreciate y'all watching the video, y'all. Do all that other stuff I said in the beginning of the video. You feel me? Support the channel. Thanks for rocking with me. More videos on the way. I'm up out of here.